Yes, dear ones. And this is Tara, and what a pleasure it is to be speaking with you this evening. And what a wonderful energy it is. You are between a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. And there are wonderful elemental energies at work, bringing in the goddess energy, followed by the god energy, mingling within you, balancing your masculine and your feminine energies beautifully so. And so you may have felt a surge of power within you, a sense of empowerment. And you may also have felt more emotion than usual. Allow those emotions to be released as they come up, and gift you with aliveness. For it is in that intensity that you awaken. And so tonight, a meditation to work with those emotions that are coming up for each of you in different ways. To find a balance within you as you lean on the feminine and gather with the masculine, and blending the two, something more emerges, a sense of empowerment. And so find your comfortable position, perhaps relaxing back, and take a breath in of relaxation. And on the exhale, release any stress or strain from your day. And breathing in more relaxation. And on the exhale, feel your body relax. And breathe in one more breath of relaxation. And allow that energy to fill your cells. We will count from 10 to 1. At the count of 1, you'll find yourself in your safe place. Your safe place may be a beautiful place in nature or a room of your own design. And as we count, with each descending number, you go deeper into an altered state of mind. And as you go deeper, with each descending number, you relax a little bit more as you sense the safety around you. 10, 9, 8, going deeper, letting go. 7, 6, 5. Begin to sense safety around you. Perhaps you already get images of your safe place. 4, 3, 2, going deeper. Allow the sense of safety to pull you in. And 1, and you are there. As you feel the earth energy at the soles of your feet, it begins to swirl around you and into you, filling you with a sense of calm, filling you with a knowing that you are safe. And you open your mental eyes to the sights and the sounds of safety. Perhaps you feel it more than see it. Sense the light that is part of safety. Perhaps the light comes from a beautiful ray of sun. Or for some of you, it comes from a beautiful star-filled sky. Whatever your favorite time of day is, make it so. In your mind's eye, see the light that is there in your safe place. And breathe in more safety and feel the contentment that is part of this special place that is of your design. Invite your higher self to join you, for you will be journeying beyond safety. And at the edge of safety, you see a beautiful being of light. Or perhaps your higher self comes in personified form. And as your higher self approaches you, see the love your higher self has for you and allow it to touch your heart. To know that you are loved. And so your higher self reaches for you, perhaps to embrace or hold your hand, and asks, "Are you ready to journey to the pool of emotions, to balance and harmonize your feminine and masculine energy, to awaken to a new sense of empowerment?" And when you are ready, you nod your head in agreement that yes, you are. And so your higher self begins to move to the edge of safety and you follow, walking on a path. It is a gentle and easy path, perhaps familiar, perhaps brand new. And as you walk along with higher self as your guide, you notice the terrain begins to descend gently so into a valley. Perhaps there are mountains in the distance or rolling hills. And before you, you notice a pool of water deep in the valley, a beautiful, lush valley. And your higher self leads you to the edge of the pool. Perhaps there's a little beach where you can easily enter the water. Or perhaps there are stepping stones. And so you prepare to enter this pool, knowing that as you do so, you will become more aware of your emotions. You will begin to remember those that you have dismissed or those that you may have suppressed. But know that there is no negative emotion, or emotions are the way that you move through your world. And so you are here to experience the movement that is within you, reflected without. And so perhaps you've removed your shoes, perhaps even your clothing if you prefer, but it doesn't matter. This pool will not soak you or bother you in any way, for it is a magical pool. And as you immerse yourself, as you go deeper, immerse to the knees and then the hips and then the shoulders, and then even submerged. But as it is a magical pool, you can breathe. You do not need to worry. Allow yourself to be completely immersed. And as you drift deeper, you begin to remember a scene or a feeling or a thought. And in that, you find the intensity of an emotion. Perhaps it was grief or anger, sadness or hurt. Perhaps it was guilt or shame. Perhaps it is an emotion you don't have a word for because you shut it down before you could know. And give your higher self permission to open those that have been locked away. For you require the intensity. You require the energy that is in those emotions that you have pushed away. Oh, society doesn't want you to show any of it, and you have learned well to hide away that which is unacceptable. But along the way, you've also learned in order to be in balance, you must allow yourself to feel with intensity. And so you've released that which stands behind you, those negative scenes or scenarios where you hid away some intensity. And that intensity is now flowing into you in the form of beautiful light that has been gathered from the memories. Perhaps you feel the energy enter into your heart, or perhaps it moves into your solar plexus. Beautiful light shimmering in the water all around you, amorphous, doesn't have form, but it flows into you and through you, imbuing you with the intensity that is you. And as you're filling up, you notice that you're more aware of yourself, that you are more present, that you aren't drifting along in the past. You aren't holding on to resentments or guilt or shame. Instead, you feel a new sense of hope and joy bubbling up within you. And you have an irresistible desire to smile and laugh, to be in this moment, playful, childlike, curious, open and willing. And in this place of childlike wonder, put forth the request, that which you desire, that which you long for. Allow it to be broad and expansive. I want to have a sense of empowerment, a new sense of empowerment that gives me the confidence to move forward with my next step. And as you have these thoughts and make this request, you even may get a sense of what your next step is. Allow whatever comes to be there for you. There is no hurry, for you are in the moment. There is no time. All time is now. And as you are filling with empowerment, you find yourself floating up in this pool of water. So now your head is above the water, and you find your footing and begin the climb as the water falls away past your shoulders and your waist and your hips. climbing out of the bank easily and effortlessly. The water moves past your knees and ankles, and there you stand before your higher self in all of your beauty. And your higher self holds you close. And you feel a depth of your higher self's love that you were not aware of before. You have pulled aside the veil that is created when you deny any of yourself. And now you are whole and complete, filled with a new sense of who you are. And so it's time to return. Your higher self, in a blink of an eye, has you back in your safe place. And as you say your goodbyes, your higher self returns to their realm beyond the edge of safety. And you prepare to return. At the count of 5, you will be back, remembering all that is appropriate for you. 1, 2, 3, returning, aware of that new sense of empowerment. 4 and 5. Open your eyes. You are back. Wonderfully so. Back in the room. Take a moment to ground. You released more than you are aware of. Beautifully so.